There we go. It is Friday, and that means it's time to unwind. And we're sticking with this game, so I will be unwinding from a week of my real job with being an overworked doctor in full Porcupine, which somehow still feels like unwinding to me because it is a very chill game. I say, even though I'm not particularly good at the actual doctor minigames, but oh well. I'm enjoying it, so let's load the game and see where we left off. And it is definitely filling all the fall vibes. My apartment's a mess. Which one was the button? That was the button. Actually, it's not that bad, is it? I mean, it's only going to get messy again anyway. Okay, now it's starting to feel too real. And then I'll just have to tidy it up again. Maybe I should just maintain a consistent level of chaos at all times. This feels too much like my student days. Oh, this feels too much like my student days. Meh. I should put my laundry away at least. Otherwise it will end up laying around all week. I hope my lazy future self appreciates this. Okay, let's get the laundry. And let's see, where do I put it? Do I have a closet? Where do you want me to put the laundry? Or maybe there's a laundry machine inside the bathroom. Oh. What's calling? Finlow! Hey! Pina, is that you? Bingo! What's up? How's stuff? What's the goose? What's the goss? Still in bed after the accident? Yeah, no, I'm back on my feet now. Anyway, are you free right now by any chance? Yeah, I'm still at home. I'm on my first night shift tonight. Ooh, exciting. Are you nervous? Nope, not yet. Sure, that will change later. Sounds like a little distraction would do you good. You think you could swing by my store? I could use your help. I wanted to check out the high street anyway. Sure, I'll stop by. Perfecto, thanks so much. See you soon. Well, we were just doing laundry, so I guess it's fine. Should we check in on our plant though? Did you hear that? I'm going to visit your mom's store. If you behave, I might bring you back a bag of fertilizer. Okay, we can turn on the fan. I have no idea if that has any purpose. So let's just leave it off. And apparently I'm bringing all the laundry with me? Seems a bit strange, but sure. Sure. Oh, hello there. Well, hey there. Don't I normally see you walking the other way this time of day? Night shift. At St. Ursula's? That's right, I'm a doctor there. I must have been projecting. I misread it as last job of being an overworked doctor. Ah. No, I'm definitely not overworked as a doctor in real life. Oh yeah, I've seen you heading that way in the mornings. Got me thinking, actually. I wanted to be a doctor once. Then I changed my mind. Too stressful, I figured. Always good to know a doctor, though. That's true. And you know a homeless guy. And you now know a homeless guy. Who knows what will come, when that will come in handy, right? So, how are you doing health-wise? Oh, you know. Good days and bad. My leg gives me trouble from time to time. But it's no big deal. Can't complain. Not really my style, huh? Are you sure? Positive. Okay, but if you want me to take a look at anything, don't hesitate to ask, alright? Yes, sir. Same goes for you, eh? And now he's been added to the people that we know. Alfio. Let's see. To the high street. Still can't steal that bike. One day we will have a bike. I say as a person who really don't enjoy biking in real life, so... Wait, was this the road to the high street, or was that the road to the high street? Well, the beaver was on top of that blocking it, so I guess I'm gonna have to go this way regardless. Ooh, an ice cream shop. I haven't had a single ice cream this summer. Knew I was forgetting something. Well, it's not too late. You can have ice cream in fall. Hey, we're currently having a mini heat wave, so ice cream is on the table. Oh no! Pastries. My only weakness. What dastardly villain placed these cinnamon buns here? In broad daylight. I'll find you, you scoundrel. I will find you, and you will taste my sweet revenge. Hey, mannequin, you're doing a great job. Thank you. It's my first day. I was really nervous. Don't be. You look great. Thank you, thank you. But it takes more than good looks to succeed in the fashion industry. Really? What else do you need? Willpower. The will to assert yourself in order to achieve your goals. And a clear head. Lots of people get taken for a ride on their first job. I got myself a successful agent straight away. They'll handle all my management now. That sounds good. Maybe I should try it. Are you sure you got what it takes? I think so. What's the pay like? Have to get back to work now. Stop distracting me. The fashion show hosts of this world are depending on me. Okay. Good luck. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. When you look as good as me, you don't need luck. Okay, so we're talking to ourselves with the mannequin. Sure. Oh, sure. Let's talk to people. Hi, my name is Chloe Colber. I run Origami, the stationery store. Do you have a moment to answer a few questions? Sure, what's up? Not like we're in a rush. Super. We've noticed that our revenues has been on the decline for some time. So we're conducting a survey of Porcupine's residents to see what we can do. Alright, shoot. Alright. So first question. Approximately how many pens do you own? Oh wow, that's a tough one right off the bat. I guess if I had to put a number on it, like maybe 5? 5 pens. Okay. How many times a day do you use a pen? I needed a lot of fun when I was at university. These days, I do most things digitally. Even the hospital went digital just before I moved to Porcupine. I see. What about paper? Do you use paper? For writing? Not so much. Okay, Alright, that's it. Thank you for your time. We'll try to pivot our portfolio to meet the current needs of Porcupine's population. No problem, happy to help. And she's been added to our... No, go back. To our list of people. We can get... Oh dear, that's choppy. That is very choppy. No pedestrian zone is complete without a hair salon. At least this one doesn't have some labored pun in its name. Here today, gone tomorrow, curl up and die. Shortcuts. Seen them all before, and every time they make my skin crawl. I am not liking how choppy this is turning out to be. Let's see. Anything in options? Solution AC. Well, not really much to do anything with there, so. Now I lost sound altogether. Maybe it will come back. Oh, there. Well, it definitely came back. Rainbow! Are you okay? You hurt? Am I dead? You're the unluckiest person I know, you know that? I just wanted to come and help. I know, thanks. And you really have too. What do you mean? I needed an idea for my facade. Looks like you sorted that out for me. I'm just glad I brought all the plants in first. That look suits you. You should wear it more often. You think? Absolutely, it adds the much needed touch of color to your face. What if it dries on me? Do you want to come in and wash up? I better had, right? Don't want to stain the beds on the ward later. Let's get to it then. It's my super duper fast dry paint you're wearing there. That's more like it. You really are a walking disaster area, aren't you? First a box hit you on the head, now a bucket of paint. Maybe it really is just bad luck. You know what I just realized? I haven't even been inside your store before. Nice place you have here. I'm impressed. Thank you. I put a lot of work into it. How's business going anyway? How do you think? I love my plants. And so does everyone else. Are you still looking for an assistant? If you're interested in the position, I'll be accepting a formal application, young man. Hey, it was worth a shot. How's your head? Starting to get used to the bumps. We'll buy you a helmet with a capital F on it. That way everyone can see you coming. And ruin my hair? Never. We got time for a day out tomorrow. You know I don't actually want a helmet, right? No, I want to go to the Glowmilk Woods. Wanna come with me? Finley, can you hear me? Hello? What? I think I still have paint in my ears. Some careless person dropped a bucket on my head. I'm really sorry. It's alright, I'm in. Woodland ears, good for the health. Great! Okay, time for me to head off to my night shift. See you tomorrow then. We'll just meet up at my store again, okay? And watch your head, Finley. I really should try to clean us up a bit more. Do you water all your flowers with this tap? What? No. You got some strange notion about how my job works. I would have liked to scrub up a little bit better, but oh well. We gotta get to our work. So where will this path take us then? This is very different from the previous one, and I would love to stop and have a look and like go to the store and everything, but I don't want to be late. And I have a feeling we're already a bit late. Due to our little paint accident. For all I know, you can take as long a time as you want and you're never actually more or less late than you would have been anyway, but... oh well. All the fancy houses. Okay, this way seems a lot longer than the other way that we took. Which seems strange because I thought that was gonna be like the short route. just hope I haven't missed it somehow and I end up going completely the wrong way. Is it up here? This looks somewhat familiar. No, this isn't it at all. Where am I going? I appear to be lost. Maybe let's just further this way. Wow, you're an amazingly beautiful statue for a public park. Okay, so we're in a park. Tell me about it. How many years have I spent here just eking out an existence? How many sunsets have I seen? But you know what the worst part is? The rain. The rain. You know, it doesn't rain that much anymore. But there were years when entire oceans fell from the sky. And then one day it happened. All that water worked its way into the tiniest crevices. And my arms just cracked and broke off. I was the most beloved dancer of my time. Now here I stand, dull and stiff. I belong in a museum, darn it. I'm afraid we don't have a museum in Porcupine. But maybe you can find other hobbies. Hobbies? A noble being like me has no need for hobbies. Oh well. Okay, so we have the park. We have a person, and I've gone too far. I have definitely gone too far. Okay, let's try going back up the hill and see where that takes us. My usual path to work was very much blocked, so I do hope that I'll be able to find it. A bus, well, not a bus, a parking sign. Okay, so this is work. Okay. Very dark. Oh dear! Come and get me, Ollie, if you dare. Jelly legs, scaredy cat. Stand still. Why are you always such a chicken? Come here. Hey, no running down there. Oh, my old nerves. What's going on? What's going on here? The Hendersons are what's going on. They brought those 2 pugs in this morning. Emergency, they said. Really? They seem pretty healthy to me. Bored is more like it. That pair can't stay in their beds for more than 1 minute. They're always bickering. Should I go check on them? Up to you. I'm sure you'll get to know them soon enough. In fact, they're both in your ward. Someone probably should check on them though. Otherwise, we will need 2 body bags before the day's out. Okay, let's go back and see if we can find them. Did they actually leave? That's not a good thing if patients who are in for an emergency actually left the hospital. Anyone? I just managed to get here. I would like to check in to work. Okay, there's no one on this screen. On this side. Maybe they went the other way. Maybe they went the other way. There they are. That's stupid. You're stupid. You. No, you. Oh, you think you're funny, huh? No, I don't. I think you're stupid. You're stupid. What's going on here? Rudy stole my dessert. That's not true. You just didn't get any dessert. What can I do about that? Liar, you're mean. You're mean. I didn't do anything. You always say that. Please tell me they went back inside. Like, if this is all about dessert, I'm sure I can get you an extra pudding cup. Okay, I'll go check with the canteen if I can get you some more stuff. Who's this? What's with that ridiculous spot? Some kind of idiotic new trend, I suppose. Oh, that must be leftover paint. Paint? I didn't realize George was taking on interns now. This hospital will be the death of me. Now we've run out of tea and surgery. I'm scheduled to perform a bypass in 20 minutes. How can I be expected to focus without my green tea? Have you asked in the cafeteria? I don't go in that place. I need to remain sterile. Do you want me to check? Forget about it. I'll manage. Well, no tasks available yet. I still need to go in here to see if I can find a pudding cup or something. Is there anything here? There's nothing left for today. I'm already cleaning up. That's alright. I'm not hungry yet. For your sake, I hope it stays that way. Kitchen won't open again until breakfast. There's a secret stash of chocolate bars in the break room. That should help in case of emergency. Bah, how can you shovel that junk down your throat? I like chocolate bars. Then you don't know what chocolate actually is. This week was my first time eating here. It was really good, but I didn't have dessert. Uncultured oafs. I'm surrounded by them. What do you mean? The dishes I prepare here are no mere lunch. They are a composition, a finely crafted play in 3 acts. Appetizer, main course, dessert. Together they are so much more than the sums of their parts. And you simply left the theater before the finale. No regard for taste. Oh, I didn't know that. Next time I'll be sure to stay to the end, I promise. How can you afford to keep fine-tuning your dishes like this? Do you have a big budget? Even on the ward, we don't always have all the basic. Budget? Ha! Don't make me laugh. Theobald's a good guy. Maybe even a gourmet. All the same, my budget's been getting smaller and smaller the last few years. But it's not all about the finances. Cooking is an art. My art. And art doesn't always require money to shine. Especially when you got talent. And the drive to keep honing your creations in spite of the long hours. See, Blobber, he's living for his art. And his art doesn't need the money. He can make art on less. Oh. Hi, Mr. Mole. Dr. Halil, what are you doing here? Psst. Not so loud there, colleague. What is it? What's the matter? I am waiting. For what? For later. The good Sergei and I are not the best of friends, if you catch my drift. In the past, there's been complication with regards to my nutritional requirements and his kitchen equipment. Oh, yeah. I can't use my laboratory instruments to heat my food, of course. That's why I made my way up here half an hour ago. While Sergey was away, I seized the opportunity to use his microwave. And now, I am waiting for dear Sergey to excuse himself. To answer the call of nature, you understand? That way he won't notice my presence. Do you think that's necessary? No. I know. Ignore me, I implore you. I do not wish to draw unnecessary attention to myself. Very well. Well, I thought I was coming here to find dessert for the other deer. That is not the case. Instead, I found our friend, the lab mole, hiding. Okay, are they back up at my ward? Let's see. Maybe they have just been good patients and gone back to their room. And gone back to bed. And my boss is probably already absolutely furious with me because I'm late and I have paint on my head. Hey, Finley. Mia, you look rushed off your feet. Busy day, huh? Yeah, it's been kinda crazy. The Henderson in room 302 wouldn't keep still for 5 minutes. Can't deal with that kind of thing. Yeah, I just saw that to myself. Really? Where? Downstairs at the main entrance. Oh dear, and I just got them back into bed. Anything I need to know? The Henderson poisoned each other. What? Were they trying to kill each other? No. It was a dare. But I'm sure they can explain it better themselves. I'll look into it right away. Can't be that bad, the way they were running around. I don't know. The test we took at lunchtime didn't look so great. You definitely won't get bored anyway. And I am going now. Oof. All I want to do is go lay down on the couch. You've earned it. Get some rest. See you tomorrow. Break a leg. Okay, so let's get out our app. Download today's task. We have P31, 302, and 302. So let's begin with P31, which is probably going to be our good patient for the day. Hello, Irma. How are you this evening? Beautiful, isn't it? The fall. It's just a pity it always gets dark so early. Wouldn't mind a few more hours of sunshine. It's bright enough in here, though, luckily. True, but a long walk in the full air would do me good. Still, you're right. You know, when I was young, light wasn't a given. We always had to catch it first. Catch it? The light. It used to be more agile than we're used to today. It was quite tricksy. I'll tell you the story if you like. Sure, tell me more. Alright, but only if I'm not keeping you from your work. It's okay, think of it as part of my job. That's true, I am your patient after all. I should have probably done my other 2 patients first. Alright, let's see now. Before there were streetlights in Porcupine, we had come up with other solutions if we wanted to read at night. That's where a trained light catcher like me comes in. Catching light isn't easy, of course. You can't just open a jar in the morning and put the lid on it when it's full. Try it, you won't get very far, I'm telling you right now. The thing is, light is fantastically fast. There's nothing faster than light. By the time you put the lid on, the light's already sneaked out again. Then night comes and everyone's stumbling about in their pajamas again. Anyway. No one knew what to do, of course. I tried putting out bait. Maybe the light would like pea stew or chocolate truffles. But it didn't. but it liked where the pears my husband Gilbert had grown in the garden. One night I saw these little lights swirling around the pears and settling on their skins. Eureka, I thought. Irma, now you got it. It's hard to screw fruit into lamps, of course, so I asked a local glassblower to make us pear-shaped jars. And what do you know? Once we began using the pear-shaped glass, or bulbs as the glassblower called them, the light came into our parlor at the speed of light and we could finally read at night. Of course, nowadays we use electricity to tickle the light so it knows when to come and go. Light switch on, light switch off, you know how it works. Light switch off, you know how it works. And that's how I became a light catcher. If I'm honest though, I never actually caught the light. It's far too fast for that, you know. Anyway, that's how things were back then. I've never been good at physics, but it all makes sense to me. I'll take a closer look at my lamps at home. Alright, now you told me all about catching the light, but not how you're doing. How are you feeling today? I don't know exactly. It's a strange feeling not being able to answer that question. I haven't slept this much in years, and I'm feeling a little bit chilly. Let me take a look. It will only take a second. Okay, which minigame was this? Oh, okay, the symbols. So we will try hand, foot, tooth, and bone. Okay, so hand is in the right place and the right position. And we have two that are right but in the wrong position. So let's try foot and tooth. And then I can try... Well, actually I can try bone over here, but let's try skull. Okay, now I have two, so definitely keeping those. But foot is the only one here, so that means it wasn't foot, it was bone, so bone must be in here somehow. But it still says one is right, so bone, skull. There we go. That should be an A. Come on, A. Yes. Perfect. Your fever is a little higher than before. At least we know it's pneumonia now. We're going to keep giving you medication until the symptoms subside. The most important thing is to bring your temperature down. That will help you sleep better too. My goodness me. This wouldn't have been so much trouble when I was younger. Yeah, unfortunately the immune system weakens with age. Well, looks like you're stuck with me a little longer, Doctor. The weird old lady with her oddball stories. How terrible. Yes, you don't know what you've gotten yourself into. Occupational hazard. You sleep better now. You need to get some rest, then we'll soon have you back on track. I know I'm a doctor and it's a bit of a cliche, but sleep really is usually the best medicine. I agree. Thanks. Okay, so that's her. All done. Now let's go and check up on our other patients. Oh, hi Carl. What's up? First night shift, huh? Everything good with you? Handling the shift okay so far? Yeah, it's weirdly quiet here at this time of night. We call that tiredness. The staff have it, the patients too. Everyone's tired. I love the atmosphere it creates. The stillness really gives the mind space to work. You can think about things that you don't get time for during the daily grind. For now, I'll just try to do my duties properly. That's a good idea too. Even when Dr. Kokowski isn't here, sometimes I can feel her cold breath on the back of my neck. Brr. Okay, so our boss isn't to be found. Good to know. hi there. Oh, you don't want to talk to me. Okay, how about you? Faker? Quitter? I drank half the bottle. Yeah, right. I saw you spit it out. Because I had to puke. I puked first. Boys? He always starts it. He never stops. Boys! You're suffering from fever, vomiting, diarrhea, and headache. May I ask why? Mold fight. Yeah, mold fight. Do I even want to know? We found this moldy old bottle in the basement. Orange juice. Champagne. It was fermented, frothy orange juice. No, gloopy yellow champagne. I think I'm going to be sick. Let's take a closer look. Which one of you is Oliver? Here. Haha, Ollie's always first. First in losing, maybe, blockhead. Oh man. Ollie. Ollie is the toughest guy. What are we going to do now? I'm going to have to give you an injection. Whoa, what? No way, needles are totally lame. He's scared. Look, he's shaking. I'm so not shaking. Come on, Doc, let's get this over with. Okay, please hold still for a moment. Find the spot where the blue vein is closest to the surface of the skin. Place the syringe with A there. Hold A afterwards to draw the right amount of blood or administer the correct dose of medicine. Okay. So where it's closest to the skin seems there, but let's just double check. And then press A. Oh no. That's not where I want it to be. That's a B. Yeah. Oh, I say blubber. I absolutely hate needles. Right, all done. Look, didn't feel a thing. Piece of cake. Face it, I'm just really brave. Probably gave you the kiddie injection. That's no sweat, I can do it too. Okay, so you must be Rudy, right? Here we go. Okay, so it's fairly close to the skin here. Yeah, I think that's where it's the closest. So, here. Oh, missed it. Moves way too fast. Oh well, I'll take another B, I guess. That means I get a B on my assignment. Ugh. I was hoping to keep it at an A. Shook less than Ollie, didn't I, Doc? Liar. Come on, Doc. You know I was the best. Whatever it was you drank, it infected you with bacteria. Shigelia. This is no joke. Yeah, Shigelia fight. No Shigelia fight. This is serious. You got a disease called shinglosis, which can get real nasty. Both of you are still contagious. We're going to need to implement hygiene and safety precautions to make sure no one else on the ward catches your disease. But I got more Shigolius than Ollie, right? Have not. Have two. Your diagnosis is exactly the same, Rudy. Ha! Boys. Yes? Yes? Forget it. But yeah, I'm fairly good with just overcoming my dislike of needles these days. But when I was a kid and I needed to get like my children's vaccines, I had real fright of needles. So when I was a tiny kid, my mother would hold me on her lap while the doctor was gonna inject the needle. and I ended up pulling my arm when the needle had kind of almost gotten into my arm, and I pulled it so hard back that the doctor kept pushing the needle in, but now he was injecting my mother with the dosage instead. So she got most of my vaccine, but the doctor said that he thought he had managed to get enough into my blood system before, so it was fine. I didn't have to take it again. But yeah, she ended up getting the most of it instead. The problems with having to raise a little me. Yes, indeed, my poor mum. Hey, Finley. Hey, Carl. How's it going? Pretty well, actually. People are sleeping well today. Sandra and I even had time for a round of UCT. UCT? Urine cup toss. Is that a thing? Sure. There are even national tournaments. It's a big deal in the nursing community. Sandra and I are on the team Ursula. We've been training. It's one of those things you can only really do at night. But that's not what I came for. Your razor-sharp senses have probably already told you this. But Kokovsky isn't here tonight. Thanks to the outstanding seamless planning of the work rota. There's actually no ward supervisor here at all tonight. As the most senior person here, that leaves me in charge of the most of the task until Dr. Kokovsky gets back on shift tomorrow. That doesn't sound so bad. Sure isn't. However, it does mean I need to sign off on your treatment outcomes. That's a pain. Thankless task. You won't put many friends with that way, you know. Alright, let's get this over with. Sure, you give me my B. B, but with a little star on it. Thank you, Carl. Well, what can I say? All very solid. Not incredible, but not disastrous either. I'd say you're doing pretty well for a rookie. I'll put in a good word with Kokovsky. Try and score some points with her. So how was that? Did I sound like Dr. Kokovsky? I feel weird. It's okay, Carl. Don't worry about it. This was so much nicer than the lectures I get from Dr. Kokovsky. Alright, I think the rest of the night will have to be a quiet one. Put your feet up a little. Try to relax. We'll do another quick round before the end of the shift. Then that's it. Okay. Very well. Excuse me? Can someone help me, please? There's water dripping through the ceiling. I'm getting all wet. That's coming from room P31. Is that Irma? Better check it out. We can't have water hitting the patients. That's not good. Irma, what's going on here? You're soaked to the bone. There you are. I don't know. I was just lying here and suddenly my blanket was wet. Believe you me, it was quite a relief when I realized it wasn't my fault. I thought I was really getting decrepit. Goodness, it feels like that time our waterbed burst. It was little Giuliano's birthday and he wanted a pirate party. Had no idea he was going to wake us up early wearing his pirate costume. Those toy pirate hooks were pretty sharp back in the day, you know. Hold on, just let me push you out of the way here. So sorry about this, we'll take care of it right away. Then we'll get you some new clothes and an extra cozy blanket. What's going on here? Carl, it's raining from the ceiling. I can see that. Let's go upstairs and see where the water's coming from. What about Irma? Holy hot pot, what's going on here? Sandra, good to see you. I thought you guys were having a party. Can you take care of Miss DeCalma? She's in urgent need of fresh clothes and bedding. Sure, no problem. I was just about to anyway. Finley, we need to go fetch Gregor and let him know. He's been working on the 4th floor ward all day. Let's try there first. Alright. Irma, someone's going to come and take care of you right away, okay? Thank you. It's getting a little chilly under this gown. You guys head upstairs. I'll take care of the patient. Luckily, we got a free bed in 303. Thanks, Sandra. Come on, Finley. Let's go check upstairs. Okay, we better hurry. I didn't bring my swimming trunks. So now we have leakage. Take the elevator. Let's see. Oh dear. There's water in one of the patient's rooms. You don't say, kid. Last I checked, they weren't building a swimming pool on this floor. Don't you think we need to find the cause of it? I'm on it, kid. But if you want to help, go up a floor. To the 5th floor. But it's locked and closed off. Here's the key. Use this to unlock the door at the top of the staircase. Just don't tell Theobald, okay? I'm in enough trouble with him as it is. You go on ahead. I'll be there in a minute. Loki, what are you eating? I'm chewing on something, but I think it's a stick, so I'll allow it. I'll be there in a minute. Oh. Yeah. Check with the water. Sure. Hopefully it's just a stick that she's eating. Can't think what else it should be. No, that's definitely a stick. Definitely a stick. Come on, up the stairs. Oh, Carl's coming with us. That's great. Makes it a little bit less scary to go into the 5th floor on our own. What's the matter? Nothing. Everything's okay. What are you waiting for then? I'm not waiting for anything. You're not scared, are you? No, I'm not scared. Just the last time I was up here, I had that accident. That's right, but this time I am here. I'll look out for you. It's just an ordinary hospital ward. Except for the smell, maybe. Yeah, you're right. It's just a ward. Like any of the others. Alright then, let's go and see what the water's coming from. Okay, water should be coming from this side. But no, I guess we turned. Puddles. More puddles. Wasn't this far away from the staircase, so this makes no sense, but there hasn't been, like, any indication that I can enter any of the rooms. Oh, here's the pipe. Carl, look up there. The pipe's burst. I can see that, and I can feel it too. My clothes are already soaked. How could something like this happen? The whole pipe's basically turned to rust. Well, you see for yourself how dangerous it gets up here. This ward's ruined now. Maybe it really was for the best to just shut it down. What a mildew-infested dump. They said it time and time again, but no one listens to old Gregor, do they? Even though he's the one who has to handle it every time. Have you seen it, Gregor? Yeah, the heating pipe's bust. Hold on. Old Gregor doesn't have it easy. Old Ursula's been through a lot over the last few decades. I do what I can, but I can't be everywhere at once. But when I'm not here, no one takes care of the old lady. And I want the old lady to be alright, even if I don't have the resources. Or the time. Or the back of a 20-year-old. As long as old Gregor's still standing, Ursula will too, alright? Thank you, Mr. Glendover. Don't be so dramatic, you old fart. I'll be on my way then. I'll have a look at the pipe over the next few days. Right now, I got other things to do. Sounds like the hospital's important to him. Could be, I guess. You were pretty hard on him. Why not? We've had our fair share of arguments. He's never around when I need him. Can't rely on him. Take today, for instance. Who found the broken pipe? We did. Who arranged for repairs when the elevator got stuck? We did. I did. You did. All that old fart has to do is slap some tape on it and it's all good. If you say so. Everything's okay? I don't know, I feel funny. What do you mean? You're sick? No, but I have been up here since the accident. So? Well, everything's gone. The desk, the blood, the eerie noises. What are you talking about? Do you even remember what happened? Yeah, I do, but wait, how do you know what happened? I was the one who found you up here. Really? Yeah, you and old Arndis. And you didn't see anything out of the ordinary? Well, two bleeding and unresponsive people lying on the floor isn't exactly what I call ordinary. I was looking for Arnsen. No, not Arnsen. Arndis. Then I heard a bang, so I rushed up here straight away. I actually thought you couldn't get up here anymore, but looks like I was wrong. You two clearly managed it. Drag your boat to the door. Then Dimmy and Archie helped me carry you. You're lucky they happened to be in the stairwell. They were looking to grab a cup of coffee. For someone so small, you're pretty heavy, you know that? Did you see anything else? Was there anyone else here? Finley, it was just the two of you, half buried under a load of boxes. Promise. Why would I lie to you? This ward's a disaster area. That's why it was shut down a few years ago. Now it's just for storage. Everyone dumps their junk here. No one really looks after it. It was only a matter of time before someone got hurt. Mr. Arndis ended up here by mistake. He was very confused. He pulled out a strip and merrily started bleeding all over the place. He probably tripped over his own tubes or bumped his head. And when you went after him, the whole pile of junk collapsed in on itself. Oh man. Yeah, it was quite a mess. Wanna head back downstairs? Yeah, in a minute. But one more question. What happened here? Why is the ward closed? Look at it. This is a huge ward. We could use the space. St. Ursula has a long history. This used to be the internal one, our ward. Spent my first few years at the hospital up here. That was a long time ago. At some point, they realized the damp was getting into the walls. Hospital management decided to close the ward. Staff even held a vote, and most of us were in favor. They said to fix it up again once they had the money. As you can see, that hasn't happened yet. I see. Do you think they'll ever get the ward up and running again? Be a shame if they just left it here to rot. Wouldn't bet on it. We've basically gotten used to it over the years. And it gives folks a place to dump their old junk. Can we go back downstairs now? I still got a few more things to do today. Sun's going to come up soon, too. Yeah, let's go. Oh, and Carl? What now? Thanks for hauling me down from here after the accident. That must have been hard work. You bet your sweet butt it was. You're lucky I'm such an athlete. Thank you, Carl. Big ol' sweetie. Oh, how are you doing? Morning there. Rough night? Good morning. Just finished my first night shift. Guess I'm not quite used to it yet. Ah, the good old night drink-a-thon, huh? Don't do that anymore. Need my sleep. Me too. Now, I'm going to lie down. You do that. I'll keep watch out here. Don't want the postwoman or the garbage collector disturbing your rest. Why, thank you. See you tomorrow. Oh, well, technically, I guess it's today. Okay, almost all the boxes are unpacked. But I still need to do a few chores. The way things have been, I'll never get around to it during the week. Weird. Why am I excited about having time to clean? Times change, I guess. Come here, ball. Fine, you stay hidden in the corner. Haha. Oh, you don't look so good. Maybe you just need a nice long drink? Wait here, I'll take care of it. Okay, so let's get some water. The tap doesn't work? It was like that when I moved in. Made a call, they told me the downspout was clogged. My landlady promised me she'd take care of it. Just didn't say when. Oh well, I'll just take a cup with me. Better get the water from the bathroom. Don't want the goo coming out of the drain again. And a classy drink requires a classy receptacle. Time to prepare my planted super plant cocktail. The ingredients are water. Yeah, that's it. Really, not even fertilizer? We could have added some fertilizer to that. One Finley special super mega plant cocktail coming right up. Fresh from the tap. Bon appetit. Just make sure you get a taxi home, okay? Ooh. Good morning, sunshine. Are you ready for a super awesome day out? Sure am. I just finished my chores. Chores? I thought it was your day off. It is, but I'll never find time otherwise. Are you remembering to water the plant? Yep, just took care of that. Promise? Yes. You better not be lying to me. I can sense when our plants are dehydrated. Still holding the glass in my hand. You use a glass to water your plant? Sure, what's wrong with that? My plants get only the best water from the finest of vessels. My watering can costs as much as my car. You don't think you may be exaggerating a bit? Maybe. But it was really, really expensive. Anyway, I'm all packed and ready to go. Why don't you come over to my store, then we'll head out. What are we going to be doing? I'll tell you when we get there. Just tell me. I can't hear you. Come on. I think the receps. No, Sigda. Can I bring my ball outside? Nope. Hey there, fella. Hey, sleep well. Spare a few cents for me. Hi, hold on a sec. Thank you, you're my #1 customer, you know that? Goodness, Alfio, you're shivering from the cold. I lost my hat. Gust of wind snatched it away, and off it flew. No, there it is. I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe your hat will blow towards me somewhere. That would be a dream. I really got fond of it. Do you have any idea where it could be? Not really, but it's quite windy downtown. Maybe the hat just wanted to go shopping. What would the hat want to buy? Hard to say. Maybe it wants me to use a different shampoo. Or maybe it wants me to use shampoo at all. Maybe it's just having a coffee or is at the bakery. A hat does what a hat wants to do. Did I give him actually? A few coins, unfortunately not. Don't worry about it. Sometimes things come, sometimes things go. We have to accept that. I'll keep looking anyway. Thank you so much. Okay, I guess we gave him a few cents. And now we gotta keep our eye out for a hat. I don't remember how his hat looked. But there shouldn't be that many hats to choose from, so... Let's see. He said it probably blew downtown into the shopping district, and that's where we're going anyway, so that's fine. It's on the way. Let's see, past the ice cream parlor. Holy macaroni! What? What's wrong? You scared the living daylights out of me. Oh, I'm sorry about that. But you gave me a pretty good scare right back. Don't take this personally, but I gotta run. Oh, okay. Later. Well, fine, I just wanted to look at the pastries. What is this trash? What do you mean? You got eyes, haven't you? Look at it. My father would have given me a beating for wearing something like that. You mean the clothes in the store window? Bah. Oh. Oh, I see a hat. I see a hat. I just don't know how to get up there. How can I get up there? There you are, sleep well. Like a wet log. If only we could fly, blubber, if only we could. What? Water pipe burst during my night shift. Ah, Mother Nature will restore your strength. Can already hear her call. Let's go. Just a minute though. Alright, take your time. Well, maybe not too long. The days are getting shorter after all. Oh, come on. I need to get up on the rooftops. Painting friend's ladder? Maybe. But we can't go into her shop. Can I? No. I cannot do anything else. I cannot ask her to borrow her ladder. Could I find a pole or something? Doesn't look like it. Like, you can do semi-gliding, but that's it. And there's nothing else for me to jump up on. Well, I guess we're gonna have to think about that. And it's not like Finley in-game notices the hat either, so... maybe we just have to wait a bit? Fine, ready to go then. Yay, fasten your seatbelt. Ah, the smell of pine needles, fresh air, sunshine. Everything a person needs. True, but it also makes this person hungry. You don't have any snacks, do you? Maybe. And a little work too. Over the weekend? In the woods? Of course. The woods don't take weekends, you know. And as a florist, the countryside is my office. I thought this was going to be a fun trip. It will be. You said you wanted to show me something. What is it? You'll see. You lived in Porcupine for close to a month now. The time has come. Time? Time for what? Hi there, real good decoy. So far we have yet to treat the porcupine, so they're all doing swell. Pina, the weather forecast said there's been a thunderstorm today. We better hurry. You go on ahead. That's part of the tradition. But I don't even know where to go. There aren't that many paths, and if you're too slow, I'll take the lead. Let's go. Well, we have our bartender's old mother, Irma, who is an old turtle, and she has pneumonia. So we've been treating her, and then now on the night shift we had two dear brothers who have been drinking some sort of poisonous liquid. They were very much debating whether it was old musky champagne that gone bad or grown over moldy orange juice. Yeah, no, neither option is particularly good. It's all bad. So they got some sort of poisoning from that. Finley, what's going on? What do you mean? I thought we wanted to speed things up a bit. Are we not? Not enough. Don't fall asleep, sleepyhead. This is the fastest I can move. I do not have run button. What's this? Okay, Peanut, this isn't funny anymore. Yeah, great joke. You can come out now. What's going on here? What are these creepy figurines? Peanut? Peanut, where are you? What the? Hello? I'm warning you. I'm not alone. And I got a knife. Haha. Peanut, there you are. Too bad I don't have a mirror with me. You should see your face. That wasn't funny. My heart almost leaped out of my chest. As a medical professional, you should know that's very unlikely. Unlikely, yes. Never happened before? I wouldn't be so sure. Where did you go? I was only a few feet behind you, then suddenly you were gone. I thought I'd never get out of here alive. Come on, Finio. Don't be so dramatic. Found a plant and had to dive into the shrubbery for a moment. Yeah, alright. Did you pick it? The plant? No way! I just marveled at it. There was hardly any rain this summer. Even today it's still surprisingly warm. You don't have to be a genius to see that. You just have to look at the plants. Alright, but next time let me know if you're going to run off, okay? I promise. Seriously though. What are these creepy figurines? Don't tell me you put them up just to scare me. I wish. If I had the time to make things like this just to scare you, I would have a lot of spare time. And believe me, I would use it to scare you. You're not far wrong though. What do you mean? Well, the figurines. I did actually make them. Some of them at least. Are you serious? What for? These are memorial figurines. This is what I wanted to show you. I figured you have heard about them yet. You hadn't heard about them yet. As a matter of fact, I hadn't. Why are they here? Porcupine is an old town. Several centuries old, in fact. And whenever someone dies in Porcupine, we place a memorial figurine for them here. That way people can come to the woods to visit those who have passed. It's quiet here. Peaceful. This is where people come when they miss their loved ones. I see. I'm the only florist in Porcupine. I'm good with all plants. And I'm not bad with my hands either. I've taken on a few jobs around town, but this is the one I like the most. That's actually quite sad in a way. Don't you find it depressing? Yeah, I do. It's a small town and I often know the people who died. Sometimes I can see it coming, that I'm going to be making a memorial figurine for someone soon. But sometimes the order comes as a complete surprise. One day I bump into an old lady at the bakery next door. She's friendly, in a good mood, hot cappuccino in her hand. Then the next day, she's with a memorial figurine on my counter. But I love the job all the same. I get to create a memorial for someone people cared about. And the family are grateful to have a place to visit. I'm very proud of that. I had no idea. That's a really important job. A hard one too. I guess. But enough of my rambling. Now you know why we're here. And why I wanted to bring you with me. Now you really are part of Porcupine. I see. So what now? Is there anything I need to do? Are you going to make me a figurine like that too? Of course not. Don't be so disrespectful, Finno. My backpack full of branches, yarns, and flowers. You know, I don't just make the figurines. I also come here regularly and take care of them. And today, you have the great honor of helping me. You want me to repair these figurines? I'm not good with my hands. You're kidding, right? You spent all day snipping and cutting away at your patients. I'm in internal medicine. You've never seen my wound dressing skills, have you? Internal smurmal, blah blah blah. Sure, you'll do a great job. Besides, who's going to complain? Unlike the people in the ward, these ones are dead already. Now who's being disrespectful? There are figurines all over the woods. Town's been around for a while, like I said. I'll give you some branches to fix up the figurines with. So, how do I find the broken figurines? Oh, good question. There's no set rules or instructions for that. The glowing would dance to their own tune. Just keep your eye and ears open. You'll find the figurines, alright. We'll meet up again once you're done. You're not going to help? Of course I am. I'm going to search for them as well. But I haven't been here for a while, so there's probably a lot to do. If we don't split up, we'll never get finished today. And it does feel like it's going to rain too. Come on, it'll be fun. Good luck, fellow figure finder. I feel like we have different ideas of what fun is, but oh well. Why does she always have to run off? Okay, let's try to see if we can find a figurine that needs fixing. Come on. Get up there. Surely you can make that jump. This one looks like it needs to be fixed. Let's see. If there's anything I should be noticing down below here, I'm not seeing it. Too busy jumping on this. Oh, there's one to fix. Oh, and that's as far as I can go this way. Okay, good to know. Well, I guess I can look on the ground now. When I'm going back. Oh, I'm not allowed to go back there. I'm gonna have to jump again. Very well. Oh, it's a different path. It wasn't the same one. I thought it was the same one from where I came. How am I supposed to get up there, though? You can't jump that high. Not that there seems to be a reason to get up there, so... Should be fine. And you need to be fixed. There we go. That's all of them. Oh, one of the neighbors are doing barbecue. I can just smell the smoke. Harsh. Oh, come on. Don't be like this game. Just make the jumps. Have I already been here? I feel like this wood keeps changing on me. Oh yeah, that's definitely a charcoal grill. That's the smell of childhood. And then he got a full bucket of paint on his head. Luckily he wasn't hurt, but it looked so funny. Pina? Yikes! Oh, Finley! Not bad. You made me jump a little there. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's okay. Were you just talking to someone? Yeah, that's true. I come here sometimes too. This one right here. That's my brother's figurine. I was just telling my brother about the paint bucket thing. I didn't know you had a brother. How could you? Never told you before. Actually, he's my twin brother. But he looks like... Are you a goat? I thought you were a llama. But nah. I guess you have horns. I guess you are a goat. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's been a few years. We always got into the best scrapes together. Looked out for each other. Plant store was his idea too. Then one day he was diagnosed with leukemia. By the time we found out, it was already too late. He spent some time at St. Ursula's. I don't know what to say. It was for the best, and it was over quickly in the end. It wasn't easy for him, but eventually he was able to let go. I made his figurine too, of course. That must have been hard. The hardest one I've ever made. But the most beautiful too. Thank you for telling me about this. I'm sure that I would have liked him too. I know you would. You can come here with me again sometimes if you like. Then you can have a chat with him. But now we need to go. I told you it was going to rain. Alright, I am getting pretty hungry too. I'll check back with you soon, alright? No fighting now. Love you. And we didn't find the man's hat. He cannot be sleeping out in this. Huh? Hello? Finley, you're awake. Please come quickly. I need help. Pina? What's wrong? Finley, please, come to the store quick. Pina? Pina, are you there? Oh no, I better get over there and check on her. I mean, surely he has found some sort of shelter, right? Okay, we can't see him. That's good. don't tell me that he fell because he saw his hat. And he tried to climb and get it when we couldn't. Someone broke the pastry. Oh dear, it's really... Well, the hat's gone. What on earth has happened? What's going on here? Was that Tina? What is going on? Pina? Can't be. Just can't be. And blood on the thing? I can interact with absolutely nothing here. Pina! Mia? Carl! Where are you? Why am I alone? I hope you're all okay. Dr. Kukowski, what are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. What am I going to do with you, Finley? If you carry on like this, I don't see a future for you. If you carry on like this, I don't see a future for a lot of people. Have you taken care of it yet? Taken care of what? Can't keep repeating myself, and I can't keep holding your hand all the time. People are going to die, Finley, and it will be all your fault. But go to work, your shift's about to begin. I'll hurry, and I'll work hard. Chop chop. So we're having a bit of a nightmare. Having a little bit of a nightmare about the flooded hospital. I don't think it's safe to take the elevator in this. In the dream where the hospital is completely underwater. And somehow I still have to make it to my shift. And I'm responsible for a lot of people dying because of doing something wrong. That was from upstairs. Further upstairs? George! Well, not George, Gregor. I've said it time and time again. Nobody ever listens to old Gregor. But Gregor's the one who has to do it, every time. What's going on here? The whole hospital is flooded. If we don't get out of here quickly, we're going to drown. The pipes, the walls, the electrics. The pipes, the walls, the electrics. The elevator, the patients. There's nothing old Gregor can't fix. We can handle this. Gregor, stop! The patients. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Stop it, Gregor. And it all comes crashing down. Oh no, our plants! And we have completed the first act, apparently. Oh no! The plant didn't make it. I'm sorry, my friend. Should have taken you off the windowsill. I hope Pina will let me buy another. Better clear your way. Wouldn't be right to leave you lying here all day. Besides, I'm not sure pudding sole and parquet floors are the best of friends. All done. Feels empty without the flower. Oh, it really has been a stormy night. Hope everything's alright. Wouldn't be the first time my basement's been flooded. Okay, let's go out. See what's been going on. The windows had it. How did that happen? I think a branch broke off and hit the window. Better get a broom. Doesn't seem to be anything more this way though. Oh, but there is things here. I just never went this way. Oh well, I'll look into that later. For now, let's check in on our friend after that nightmare. Nice little breeze last night, huh? You could say that. Stormed through my window right open. Gave me a good scare. Took my houseplant out too, unfortunately. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm glad it wasn't any worse. Now we're pumping water out of some folks' basement this morning. And St. Ursula's. Hoy way. What? What about it? Haven't you heard? Half the hospital was swept away by the rain and wind last night. Made a heck of a racket, apparently. Half the hospital, you say? Oh, at least. So if I go over there now, only 50% of it would still be standing? Alright, maybe it's not quite that bad. But something happened, I know that for sure. Really? What? No idea, just rumors I heard on my rounds. Haven't seen it for myself yet. Better hurry up then. Hope it's not too bad. Okay, let's see if we still have a job. Oh, I'm glad you're still okay. Alfio, it's good to see you. I was worried something had happened to you. That was some storm, huh? You're telling me. Woke me right up when a branch hit me on the face. Don't even get me started on my socks. Only got one dry pair left. Had to hang the rest over a fence to dry off. At least you're okay. That's the main thing. I've had worse nights. Got a bit of a sore throat, but I'm about to treat myself to a hot coffee. Besides, I find the sound of rain soothing. Be careful not to catch a cold, okay? You got it. Guessing you're off to work? I'm sure the bus will turn up soon. That's right, but I'm gonna walk today. Stay dry then. That's the golden rule, especially when you don't know when you're going to dry off again. I have found your hat, I just haven't been able to reach it. But I will eventually, I promise. We'll find your hat. Maybe it's blown down to a place where I can actually reach it now. Bakery is fine. Yeah, the hat's gone. Let's check in on Peanut. Hey, Finbert. Freshly showered, I see. You can say that again. Quite a lot of rain got in. Is all your stuff alright? I'm afraid not. Oh, what happened? The plant you gave me? It fell off the windowsill last night. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it, Finley. It's a shame about the plant, of course, but it's not your fault. All you did was give it the best spot in the apartment. You couldn't know it was going to end up being so hazardous. You're not mad? No, of course not. I'm afraid I don't have a suitable plant at the moment. But if I can, I'll get you a new one. I promise. Okay. Everything's a bit of a mess here too after last night. First thing I'm going to do is get everything straightened out again. And I need to get to the hospital. Hope everything's alright there. Okay. Our friend is fine and she'll get us a new house plant when she can. No hats though. I wonder how far that hat could have gone. Hope it wasn't like that was your only chance to get the hat. You failed. Now you will never get it. That would be a bit sad. Because I really can't see how you were supposed to get that from the ledge there. More people. This is definitely the longer way. Basketball court. Okay, let's see how the hospital fared in the storm and let's check in on our patients. Oh, you look sad. What are you doing outside in this weather? Not like that's any of your business. But I like the rain. Besides, anything's better than home right now. Don't even ask about that. I don't want to talk about it. Fair enough. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. I'm just your friendly neighborhood pigeon doctor who will listen to you if you want to talk about it. Cars. A lot of them. Don't think there were any cars there earlier. I guess it's because of the rain that people have been taking the cars instead of walking. Let's see. Snacks machine still there. There's a general meeting in the cafeteria. I'm going. Okay, let's see what's going on. I've never had a meeting here. Must be something important. Hope the patients are alright. Do you know what's going on here? Nope, not a clue. The whole time I've been here, we've only had one general meeting before. And that was about the missing leg. The what? Ah, funny story. Surgery screwed up. Cut off a patient's leg. Nasty, but normal operation. What was the problem? It was the wrong one. Oh. By the time they realized, it had already been taken away for disposal. The nurse got there just before it was thrown in the garbage. I managed to reattach it, but the healing process was no fun. And the whole thing cost the hospital a fortune. Ever since then, we mark the left and right limbs with a felt pen before every operation. Simple solution, but it prevents expensive mistakes. Oof. Yeah. Oh, dearie me. Wish I was back in my lab. So many of these I haven't seen yet. I don't have all day. I hope Dr. Theobald has a good reason for all of this. What did you make of Mr. Hydrich's announcement? What do you want us to make of it? Yeah, what? We're never in the building anyway. Even if the roof caves in, we'll be alright. Exactly. Besides, we keep our noses out of the business side of things. Driving ambulances, that's our job. And that's how we'll like it. Full throttle. What's all this? I can't work under these conditions. My first customers will be here any minute. Good morning, Mia. Finley, you're still in one piece. I'm glad to see that. Yeah, my houseplant didn't survive the storm, though. I'm sorry. I hope everything else stayed dry. Any idea why we're all being called here? I think it's about the damage from the storm. Do you see the huge chunks of rubble laying around outside? Yeah. Do you think that's why they called us all together like this? Do they want us to clear the rubble away together? Perhaps. Hopefully that's the worst that's happened. Maybe the building's unstable. If that were true, don't you think we'd be having this meeting outside? You're right there. I guess. Again. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. Oh, I think it's starting. I got a really bad feeling about this. Oh, I'm sure it won't be too bad. Let's get nearer to the front. Thank you all for coming. I realize we're all very busy, so I'll be brief. First of all, you'll notice Dr. Theobald isn't joining us for this meeting. There's been a lot going on today, and our chief physician has a few matters to attend to. As such, I'll be speaking on his behalf today. As you may have noticed, certain irregularities occurred in the hospital building last night. I understand there is some concern. However, I would like to take this opportunity to assure you that the damage does not pose a danger to either the building or the people therein. I've already received an assessment and the damage is only superficial. So it's not all that bad, right? Nevertheless, this incident will once again draw the eyes and ears to us. St. Ursula has come under repeated criticism in recent months. This incident, small as it is, could stoke our critics' fires. With that in mind, on behalf of St. Ursula, I would ask you expressively, if a person or a member of the press asks you about the damage, please refrain from making any statement and come straight to us. In such times, clear and unambiguous communication with the wider Porcupine community is essential. We will be happy to answer any question you have at any time. But for now, let's get back to work. Taken up enough of your time already. Time that should be dedicated to our valued patients. Thank you. Everyone have a great day, okay? What you got to say, Carl? What do you make of it all, this, Carl? What a load of nonsense. A lot of fuss about nothing. And now we got even more work than usual to catch up on. I'll see you upstairs, kid. Are you okay, Mia? I don't quite understand the announcement. It's not like the storm was the hospital's fault. We should start our shift. Our poor patients will be waiting for us. I have a feeling this wasn't about damage from the storm, but an other type of damage. Did we lose Irma because of the her pneumonia and then she got wet and The nurse said it was gonna change her immediately. So hopefully that's not it. Dr. Kukowski, there you are. Where else would I be? I do run this ward after all. Well, I didn't see you at the general meeting. No meeting is important enough to leave our patients unattended. I already spoke to Dr. Theobald this morning. So I know what's happening, and I would ask you to comply with the instruction of the management. We need to do our part to ensure that everyone here can do their work in peace. Speaking of work, I've updated your file. Wish you a productive shift. Okay, so it's not something that we've messed up at least. Let's download today's schedule. And it's the same as it was on the night shift. Hey Rudy, how are you today? How's the self-inflicted food poisoning going? Feeling better, but I almost threw up again when the hospital started shaking last night. Can you keep it down, please? My head. He's just jealous because I'm fit and healthy again. Telling you, Doc, it was like an earthquake. When the roof came down, everyone jumped out of their beds to see what was going on. It was sick. I bet. It's a good thing you're not so sick anymore. Totally. Even had breakfast this morning. That sounds good. Still, take it easy and stay in your beds, okay? Sure, it's just like so boring here. I want to sleep. Alright, let's take a look at your readings. Think we can adjust your medication already. Awesome. Okay, so now we're doing pills. Okay, I need blue, so I need that one up. That, however, is going to be too much, so I also need to lower it with 1. I'm gonna need a lot more green. And I am going to need... I think 2 of this. I think that one wouldn't have worked, so that should be fine. Yeah, got an A. Great, that's all I wanted. Excellent, we got the bacteria under control. Well, I'll give you some medication. But I think you can go home tomorrow. You're not infectious anymore either. If you can keep yourself out of trouble for a few weeks, you'll be back to full health in no time. Yeah, I'm way stronger than stupid Shigalia. You hear that, Ollie? I won again. Haha. Leave me alone, okay? I'll take a look at Ollie. Take it easy and try to get some more sleep. On it. Is everything okay? Feel so sick. Can't keep anything down. My head and stomach hurt so bad. You don't sound too good. I'll give you the same shot I gave you yesterday, okay? This should get the Shigalia back under control. Sure. Do what you can. Okay, let's find the highest point of the vein, which is currently here. Ah, no, it's higher up here. This is where I want to inject. And then to there. Good, I was pretty close. Yes, close enough for an A. Excellent. That means I'll get an A today. Everything hurts. Looks like your Shigalia hasn't died down yet. Your body's still fighting it. Ouch. Come on. Don't be so dramatic about it, Ollinator. Ollie? He's not being dramatic. Your brother needs to stay here until his readings improve. But get some rest, Ollie. Try to sleep. We'll do another checkup later, okay? Okay. Your brother's really not doing well. So do me a favor, no messing about, okay? But Holly's not in any shape for excitement right now. Okay. As long as he gets better. That's the main thing. Okay, now let's check in on Irma. See how her pneumonia has been doing with the fact that she got so damp. Oh, I can talk to you. You. Can I help you? How do I put this? It's a little embarrassing. There's no need to be embarrassed. I don't think the muesli went down well this morning. I'm afraid it made me throw up. I'm really sorry. Don't worry, people throw up here every day. Do you need something? I don't know. I'll try to close my eyes again. I'm always so tired after breakfast. Hello, Finley. Did you have a nice weekend? Yes, thank you. A little stormy. How do you like the new room? Well, I missed the waterfall a little. But now it's raining cats and dogs in front of my window, so that's something. It must have been the storm. Strange, isn't it? When the sun's shining, water drips from the ceiling. But when a real storm comes, the building stays pretty dry. Yeah, kind of ironic, isn't it? Do you know if the hospital has dust trolls by any chance? Dust trolls? I don't believe I've heard of those. I'd be happy to enlighten you if you have a moment. Sure, I'm all ears. Oh, all right. Now let me tell you about the stormiest night of my life. It was a stormy fall night. The rain was coming down in buckets. We had to tie everything down to stop the wind throwing it around. Little Giuliano was still in the bar with Gilbert. I could only hope that they were both okay. I was home alone, nailing boards to the windows. The whole house was shaking, but I secured what I could. Unfortunately, that didn't include our porcelain windmills. Though they were ugly old things, to be honest. Anyway, I made the best of it. Fired up the stove and cooked the only thing that helps on stormy nights like that. A hot cinnamon cocoa with almond crust. Roll up in a blanket and settle into my favorite armchair. Then suddenly the whole house rumbled, and a bundle of twigs fell on my head. I was about to throw them in the trash when I heard these little voices. Hey, what are you doing? She wants to throw a house in the trash. What's she thinking? They shouted. Sounds were coming from the twigs. There were these little creatures living in the bundle. They called themselves dust trolls. They came by the name because they liked to collect dust from around people's homes and use it to sew clothes and blankets. We chatted for a while. Unfortunately, their home had been damaged, so they asked me to fix it. I didn't have much to hand. Then the dust troll saw the broken windmill. That ugly thing, I asked, but the trolls liked it. So I glued the pieces back together and set it up in the hallway. The trolls were beside themselves. They partied all night. Right on until the storm had passed. And guess what? Since that night, I've never needed to dust again. The dust trolls have done it for me. I even decided to buy a second windmill and put it up at Gilbert's. It saved me a lot of time over the years. All of which I spent happily in my armchair, wrapped up in a blanket with a hot cinnamon cocoa. There's nothing better. I should see if any dust trolls want to move in with me. They'd be a huge help. Well, I'm afraid I don't know exactly how one goes about getting them to move into a house. Seems to just happen. Do you think Gregor Glendower knows about it? Yeah, I know he does, in fact. It was his favorite story when he was young. Shall we take a look at your lungs? I was hoping my story would captivate you enough to make you forget the work, but I can see there's no getting around it. I'm a little exhausted anyway. I'd like to rest my eyes for a spell. Now make it quick then. Okay, let's listen to the lungs. Oh no, it was this thing. Okay. Oh no, this is bad. I was not prepared for other things. I was not prepared for other buttons. Oh dear. That's a fail. That's an other fail. I was not prepared that it would swap to more buttons, but I should have been. I'm sorry, that didn't help me with a further diagnosis. Maybe you'll feel better tomorrow, Irma. Bed rest is the order of the day, no? Day now, okay? Let antibiotics do their work. If the old lady dies, you don't have to listen to her anymore. I don't want her to die. I'd rather keep moving. I know, but please try for me. And you need to drink a lot, so your mucous membranes can defend themselves against the bacteria. Okay. You've had a rough night. Try to get some sleep. Once my son's been to visit, I'll lay down straight away, I promise. Seems he didn't manage to come by yesterday. I'm sure he'll be here soon. Don't worry, you'll be back on your feet in no time. We say, even though we didn't manage to get anything out of listening to her heart at all. Whew. Well, 2 A's and a C. I guess that makes a B. All done. Excellent. Right, let's see. She's not a merciless talking machine. It's a bee with a smiley face on it. Thank you, Finley. No problem. The work goes much easier when the weather's so bad. Take care, Finley. You must have sensed how tense the atmosphere is here. Sometimes the weather's a reflection of people's moods. What are your thoughts on the situation? That's no concern of yours at the moment. I'm going to get a cup of tea. Just be on your toes, more so than usual. Will do. Thanks for the heads up. What to do, what to do, what to do. What to do with myself. I am at work, but I've done all my chores. Gonna hit the break room. You're still here. Are you looking for something? No, thought I'd keep you company for a little longer. So friendly. Will you mind answering a few questions for me? As senior physician and your immediate supervisor, I suspect I have a certain obligation to do so. You may ask me a question. 1. What do you want to know? How did you end up at St. Ursula? What do you think of Dr. Theobald? What's it like being a chief resident? What do you think of Dr. Theobald? Since we are colleagues, I will answer that question on a professional level. I have known Dr. Hugo Theobald for many years. He introduced me to a world of medicine, and I trust him. I consider him one of the best doctors I know. The job of chief physician doesn't really suit him so well. I don't think he's made for life behind the desk. Dr. Theobald always wanted to be on the front lines, to help people. And I hope he can do more of that sometime soon. Unfortunately, the practical side of the job is the first thing to fall by the wayside when one gets promoted. But I hope we manage to come back to it again. That was a surprisingly deep insight, thank you. Don't get used to it. You still have a lot to learn, Finley. So keep your eye on the ball. And now please let me enjoy a few minutes of peace. See you tomorrow. Very well. What's wrong, Lohi? I hear whining in the hallway. Let's see. Can I have a look upstairs to check the damages? Not on 4th. 5th. No, it's been locked off again. Can I grab something from the cafeteria before I go? No. Good night. Is that it? No anecdotes? No wisecracks? No nothing? Not today, kid. I'm tired. Oh. Well, good night then, Ingrid. There you are. Have you two been waiting for me? Yes. Mia and I have been speaking. There's a really weird vibe here today. We want to go over to Gilbert's and talk it over. Oh, I'd love to come. Thanks for waiting. No problem. Let's get moving. It's already pretty chilly out. To Gilbert's! Why is it always me who end up cleaning up the messes? Mr. Glendower, do you need help? Help? No, thank you. It will only take longer if you try to help. Gee, we offered. The rubble's still here. No wonder it must be pretty heavy. But I bet Mr. Hydrich isn't happy about it. Oh, it's you. Bah, it's all going down the drain. As cheerful as always. As cheerful as always. Let's see. Oh! This is open. Hey, you three. Can I get your coffee? Not for me, thanks. What about you two? More in the mood for a beer. And I'm afraid I've not been sleeping well the last few days. I think I need to give up of caffeine. Oh, well, worth a shot. Come by again sometimes. I have the best coffee in all of Porcupine. Okay, so now it's a coffee shop. Good to know, good to know. Now let's see, wasn't Gilbert's around here? That's the fountain. There he is, Gilbert's. Hiya there, Gilbert. Hey, you three. You're all soaked. Hey, Giuliano. Oh yeah, Giuliano. Gilbert is someone else. We need a drink stat. Be my pleasure. Sit down, warm yourself up. There's a free table back there. We'll take that one. No problemo. What can I get you? I'd like... something warm. Warm drink. Sure, coming right up. Make yourself at home. I'll bring it over. That's the stuff. How do you like your drink, Finley? Oh, it's great. That's what I like to hear. It's tea. So what do you think? About today, I mean. We don't normally have general meeting like that. Only when something really important happens. Like when a person or a body part disappears. Or if someone loses the key to the medicine storeroom. Those were just made up examples, right? Anyway. It's an old building. Bits fall off now and then. One year we had so much snow we thought the roof was going to cave in. What did you do? Nothing at all at first. We were on call. If it had gotten worse, we would have evacuated the hospital. There's a contingency plan for things like this. We'd have driven everyone over to the school gym hall. Why there? It's big, it's empty, plenty of power outlets, good access for the ambulances. So why call a general meeting or a bit of rubble? The roof's still intact. And this kind of thing happens in the storm sometimes. It's getting more and more common, especially in recent years. Maybe you should ask Dr. Theobald about it? Yeah, we could do that. Get a load of this, Patrick. That's our table. What are those losers doing there? I was about to ask the same thing, Ralph. Disrespectful, you ask me. You said it. I know you three goons. You work over in that hospital, right? Aw, and little Carly's back again. Still recovering from our last little chat, huh? What do you want? We want an apology. An apology? That's right. Patrick had an accident a few weeks ago. Got hit by some stupid woman bus driver. If I didn't have such quick reflexes, I'd be stone dead right now. We're sorry? Sounds like you got lucky. Could have been a lot worse. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Tell him, Patrick. Well, I didn't get away completely unscathed, of course. Had a deep wound on my arm. Needed stitches. But instead of treating it properly, the hospital just stitched it up and sent me straight back home. 2 days later, it was like it was on fire. You can't imagine the pain. I had to take antibiotics. I can still feel it now. Yeah, and it's your fault. You bunglers. Well, we're very sorry, of course. But these things happen. We weren't the ones who treated you. We don't work in the surgery. Believe us, we do our best for every sick and injured person that comes to us. And so do the staff in surgery. Complications can happen. It's not ideal, but it's not uncommon either. Ha, you hear that, Ralph? She admits it. It's their fault you're chronically handicapped. Wow. Chronically handicapped because of stitches, oh dear. What? You're not listening right, Ralph. Oh right, yeah, now I'm a liar. You would say that. I'll tell you what. We should shut that place down. Throw all those idiots out. Yeah, that's gonna help people. Just shut down the hospital. No more hospital for anyone. That will make everyone feel better. Tear the whole dump down. You weren't also lousy at your jobs. My wife wouldn't have been dead for the past 5 years. And now you're messing with my best friend too? Like that's not enough, you get to pocket all the insurance money as well? Yeah, when Ralph has a heart attack and needs the hospital, then he'll be sorry about it. Also, hi there, Rumor. Like, you gotta pocket all the insurance money as well. We work our butts off day after day. What's up? Can't take a little criticism? Did you choke on your silver tongue? I know a good hospital for that. But it ain't in this town. Har har, good one, Ralphie. I'm sorry. Hey look, the little cotton swab does talk after all. What did you say? Say it again. It's real loud in here, don't you? Think? I'm sorry about what happened to your wife. But these two didn't have anything to do with it. You know that. But what you don't know is how hard we try. Every day. Every night. Sometimes we don't even get a chance to sleep. So come on, let us enjoy just one night out together, okay? Well, I accept your apology, but that still doesn't make up for the damage done to my friend. Let's see now. How about you pay our tab for a year? That should cover it. You just won't let it go, will you? Maybe I should give you a smack in the mouth. Wouldn't be the first time. Just try it, wise guy. Don't be stupid. Ooh, you must be the boss around here. Bet you like ordering folks around, huh? That's it. Time to crack some skulls. Don't do it, Carl. Don't stoop to their level. It's go time. You're not letting him get away with that. Time to wipe the grin off Ralph's face. Oh no. Each fighter can attack once per round. Choose an attack and let them have it. Keep an eye on your health points and magic points. Press E to continue. Okay, so we have Cobra Carl. And what are your abilities? You can disinfect. You can punch. You can stun. Go for the stun. And then, let's see. 15 for that. No, you know what? Just standard. Slap him. Again, slap him. He's still sleeping. Slap. Ooh, he hits hard though. Well, let's try a heavy attack. Which is 27. Which he instantly heals. Boo! Oh, he misses. It doesn't seem like that, does it? I can rest and you regenerate the MP, or I can just keep slapping him. Let's rest. And then let's heavy attack. Oh, you're calling for help now, are you? In that case, another heavy attack. Wait. Why did it not? Oh, he's so close to being done. Oh, you healed, you absolute. Don't have a chance for that. Slap. There, he's out. Okay, that's one down. Now rest. Do I want to heal? I kinda do, but I also kinda just want to punch him and see how much. Okay, he doesn't have a lot. But I also don't have a lot of health left, so if he has anything, let's see, he's hiding. Just slap him. And hope you survive one more turn. There we go. Took more damage than I would have liked, but still. It doesn't seem like an ethical use of anesthesia at all. Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. Hey, you klutz, be careful. Can't you see my body's hurt? That's right, gravely injured. Ouch. This is ridiculous. Just look at those two. There's nothing wrong with them. Look at me. Don't see me complaining, do you? Come on, Carl, calm down. You want me to calm down? Did you hear the way the jerk was talking about us? I know, I'm angry too. But we're only playing into his hands if we start a fight now. Breathe, Carl. Better? Better. Let's call it a night. Probably better if we all go to bed. See you tomorrow? Yeah, sleep well. And Carl, you need to put some ice on that. Yeah, yeah. Seems like we absolutely lost that hat, which is gonna bother me. More than night. Can't wait to go to bed. Yeah, go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Okay, let's see. We look very tired. Why the pale face? Not had your breakfast yet? No, can't eat a thing. Ah, touch of the old stomach trouble? You could say that. That's too bad. But a walk in the fresh air can cure most ills. That's what I always say. Are you cold? No, been out and about today already. Treating myself to a little something to warm me up. Booze? Come on, man. You know I don't touch that stuff. I was at the mall. Some kind soul bought me a nice mug of tea. With candy sugar even. Life doesn't get much better than that. That's good to hear. Let's get to work. Can I get the bus? Make sure we arrive early today. Mr. Amani, don't you want to go inside? You're getting soaked here. No, leave me alone, you scoundrel. I'm not going back in there. It's filled with murderous backstabbing fiends, all just out for my money. Oh dear. Let's see, let's get into our gear. Morning, kiddo. Good morning. Is it? I'm not too sure about that yet. Got a message for you. Dr. Theobald wants to see you in his office. And before your shift starts, too. Didn't look too happy. What? Why? Best let him tell you that himself. Good luck, kiddo. Okay, let's see. Administration was second floor. Or was it first floor? Yeah, first floor. Second floor surgery. Let's see. Theobald was here, I think. Ah, there you are, Finley. Mia, Carl, thank you for coming. We all have a lot to do, so I'll get right to the point. We've heard about what happened last night. Carl was only defending himself. It was a personal matter. Unfortunately, we don't quite see it that way. Personal matters can also have an impact on your job. But at the Theobald, you weren't there. I'm not going to be the fall guy just because this place is coming apart at the seams. That's enough. Already spoken to Dr. Krovkovsky and Mr. Heidrich. Don't like to do this, but under current circumstances, we need to show that such action come with consequences. Carl, you're on leave until further notice. Sorry, what? A little distance ought to do you good. But now for you, Mia and Finley. I'm also issuing you a warning. This will be recorded in your files. Excuse me, but I expected better of you two. This was on the very same day we had expressly requested that the situation not to be allowed to get out of hand. Let this be a lesson for the future and for all of us. Please understand, I don't like this any more than you do, but as chief physician, I am liable for any incident involving my staff. And when one or more people misbehave, it reflects poorly on all of us. Now, please get back to work. Hope you have a successful day. Well, that seemed a bit rude. Yeah, he's pretty big. He's a pretty big rooster. This is so unfair. Carl, it's okay, kid. It's the dumbest thing to do. I know that. Maybe a short vacation will do me good. Give me a chance to calm down. Think about a few things. I'm just sorry you guys got dragged into this. I don't think you did anything wrong. Sometimes that ain't the point. I'm gonna head out. Maybe I'll go out for a nice leisurely breakfast. Haven't done that in years. Hey, do me a favor? Sure, what you need? Keep an eye on our ward, will you? We don't have enough staff as it is. Sorry I'm making your workload even worse. It will be fine. You get plenty of rest and sleep, and you'll be in top shape when you come back. You got it. I'll check in with you later. I'll look forward to it. I'm wondering if the same thing would have happened if I, as the player, would have just let them absolutely beat up Carl. Like, if I had just not thrown any punch and just kept on healing him, would the fight have ever stopped? Or if I had let them just, you know, beat Carl up. Isn't Dr. Kokoski here? Sure she is. She's pretty much always here. She's in the break room. Dr. Kokoski keeping her head down more than usual right now. Must have a lot on her mind. Thank you. I'll go and see her, then start my shift. Yeah, you do that. Where have you guys been anyway? Been rushing off my feet all morning. We got called in to Dr. Theobald's office. Looks like we'll have to do without Carl for a while. We'll have to what now? Has he been fired? No, but he's not going to be in for a few days. Oh, that's just great. Exactly what I needed right now. Guess I better stop wasting time chatting with you then. Back to work I go. Okay, see you later. To the break room we go. Our boss is gonna be so unhappy. Dr. Kokoski, you won't believe what Dr. Theobald said. You mean about Carl being put on leave? Yeah, exactly. How did you know? I assumed that was how the conversation would conclude. The issue was raised in an organizational meeting this morning. I was told about the incident at Gilbert's. It was clear that the incident could not pass without consequences. Not these days. Dr. Kokoski, if I can just explain. There's no need to explain anything. You know exactly how I feel about it. And you also know how imprudent your behavior was given our current situation. But I understand your feelings. Believe me, everyone here does. The frustration, the short fuse, the thin skin. It's all very understandable. Nevertheless, I support Dr. Theobald's decision. This is not the time to indulge in such provocations. Carl is a good nurse. The best we have, I would say. This makes it all the more important that we compensate for his absence. Focus and do good work. I will try my best. Thank you, Finley. This is another chance for you to show me what you got. Have a good shift. I mean, I don't really have much of a choice. The patient shouldn't suffer for this. I might disagree with how it's being handled, but patient comes first. It's a bat! We have a bat patient. Number one priority right there. there you are, finally. I need to make an urgent phone call. I was meant to be meeting a client 4 minutes ago. It's not giant and animatronic, but it's still a bat. If I make them wait any longer, there will be serious consequences for me. Really, I don't have time to be here at all right now. First of all, good morning to you. You're Miss Van Galen, right? Sonia Van Galen, that's right. And you came to us yesterday with some symptoms. Would you like to take a moment and explain again how you're feeling? Dizziness, heart palpitations, headaches, a sensation of swimming in a deep black sea but never reaching the shore? Same as usual, basically. Sure you're familiar with the condition. Same as usual? Well, more or less. The sensation has intensified over the past few days. Sharp chest pains, moments when I didn't quite know where I was or whether I was awake. A colleague advised me to get it checked out after I fainted twice yesterday. Do you have any pills you can give me? I don't think this is a problem we can solve with a few pills. Let me take a closer look at what's going on. Alright, but please don't take too long. Oh no, not this again. No! Okay. Y, A, Y, X, Y, A, Y, Y, A, Y, Y, A, Y. It was at least easier than Irma's scan. At least it was easier than hers. Your heart rate is incredibly high. To start with, you need some rest. Alright, I guess I can take an hour for lunch for a change. Can you give me the pills right now, or do I need to go to the pharmacy? You should stay here today for observation. Sorry, I am a little distracted right now. What did you say? You need to stay here for the time being. We're going to give you some medication and monitor you for now. Please take the medicine 3 times a day at mealtimes. That means today at noon, tonight, and to be the safe side, tomorrow morning. That could be tricky. I don't eat in the morning. Then you should make an exception tomorrow. Alright? So, what was that? Twice a day, right? 3 times a day. I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. I never used to struggle with numbers. But right now, I can't even remember my phone number. But I'll set a reminder in my phone for the pills. There's no need for that. We'll do it for you. But you need to avoid stress, okay? Try and switch off. Don't make any phone calls. And do not work. I'll try. So we have an overworked, stressed out bat. Now let's check in on Ollie. Hey you two, how are things? I'm doing great, Doc. Can't wait to get out of here. Yeah, but I'm not leaving without Ollie. I get that, Rudy. Just keep a little distance, okay? Ollie still needs to rest. Sure thing, Doc. How are you doing, Ollie? Not bad. I even managed to sleep for a few hours last night. Can I leave today? I want to go home with my brother. Slow down, Ollie. Let me check your readings first, okay? Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's get this medication. I need you up. I need you down. And I need you also down. Think that's it? Oh no, I need you a little bit up. Oh dear. I didn't see that. Let's trash that one then. because I need that one up. And then that one? Now it's correct. Oh, but that wasn't good enough. That was a B. I wonder if that's because I did the mistake and had to use the trash can that I got a B for that. Could be it. Come on. There we go. So. What do you think, Doc? Is Ollie healthy again? Not quite. Oh. But we got your bacteria under control now, too. You should be feeling better again soon. Whew. Really? Yes. Pollinator. Coming back in the second round to beat the Shigelia on points. Yeah, good work, Ollie. Rudy, you better go home now. Give your brother another day of rest. Sure thing, no problem at all. Did you hear that, Ollie? Soon we can go out and have fun again. Yeah. I'll need to finish my rounds. See you later, you two. You betcha, Doc. Sure, Doc. Going to stay here for a little while. Of course, take your time. You look after your brother. You look after your brother. Oh! Hello? Greetings, hardworking fellow citizen. Hello, Carl. Wanted to see how things were going. I just can't keep away from you guys. Everything's okay so far. Everyone's a little tense. I'm also in the middle of my rounds right now. Let's catch up properly another time, okay? That's a fabulous idea. I was just sitting here drinking a nice hot coffee when I got the urge to go out and do something. I could use your help. If you have the time, meet me at the supermarket after work. At the supermarket? Yep, I'll explain everything to you there. I have to hang up now. Busy, you know how it is. Well, good, and reason to visit the supermarket where we haven't been yet. How you doing, Irma? Hello, Irma, how... It's going to snow soon. Just in time for the hibernation festival. You think so? No, I know so. I can feel it in my bones. My limbs always start tingling like this when the snow's on its way. That's how I know it's the first day of winter. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little wistful today. My lovely roommate was discharged this morning. I suppose that made me a little lonely. How are you doing, Finley? Same as usual. Something bothering you, my dear? Oh, you know, just everyday life. I see. Could tell you a short story to cheer you up. Why don't you start by telling me how you're feeling today? Oh, that can wait. Do you have a few minutes to spare for an old lady? I'm all ears. Would you like to make yourself a tea first? In this weather, it's important to take the time to get cozy. Thanks, but I'm okay. Doing my rounds has warmed me up. Alright. Now, where to begin? Before little Juliana was born, I used to travel a lot. When I was young, I was doing an apprenticeship and rented a small room in Sandalwood. On one beautiful spring morning, I was strolling through this lovely little flea market. Found a beautiful old globe there. Bought it right away. Placed it in my room and decided right there and then I was going to visit somewhere on that globe in real life. So without further ado, I started making plans. I packed some clothes, a little something to munch on, of course, my travel journal to record my journey, and last but not least, my 3 lucky dice. Didn't have much money at the time, so sticking to the bare necessities suited me. One cool spring morning, I set out. Hi, Loki. After I crossed the first couple of borders, my stomach was growling. I had no money left, of course, but I did have my lucky dice with me. Walked into a fancy restaurant, one that served the finest food the country had to offer, and I challenged the owner to a bet. If I rolled a higher number than she did, my meal would be on the house. I lost. Spent the whole next year working in the kitchen, scrubbing my fingers to the bone. Also promised her one of my lucky dice. After a year of hard work, I managed to work my way up to co-manager of the restaurant. But my journey wasn't over just yet. I'd had more than enough of the restaurant business by then, so I continued on my way. Didn't need money, I relied on my intuition and my 2 lucky dice. It was the dead of winter and my shoes weren't as waterproof as they used to be. So I called a cab. Challenged the cab driver to a bet. If I rolled the same number as he did, he would give me a free ride. Wherever I wanted to go and however long I wanted to go there for. I rolled the dice. I lost. That's how I met my next boss. His name was Gilbert. Spent 2 years driving people all over the country. Didn't get a chance to get out of the car much myself though. But I still had a lovely time, and Gilbert and I got on like a house on fire. After 2 years, we closed the cab company and hit the road together. Kept the second lucky dice hanging from the rear mirror of my cab the whole time. We traveled wide and far until one day we pulled up in a dreamy little town called Porcupine. It was my birthday, so we headed to an old tavern to celebrate. We had a great time, staying up almost until sunrise. The owner of the tavern was an elderly gentleman, and we soon got talking with him. I challenged him to a bet. If we rolled the same number 3 times with our lucky die, then he would let us have the old tavern. But on the 3rd roll, disaster struck. The die fell off the table. Gilbert went to pick it up, then slammed the back of his head into a light fitting as he got back up. He spent several weeks at St. Ursula's. The hospital was still pretty new back then, you know. When he was healthy again, he took my hand. We looked at each other, the same thought in both our minds. We wanted to stay here, in our little Porcupine. Forever. We scraped together our savings, worked hard, and 3 years later, we had enough money to buy the small tavern. Anyway, that's how the story ends. You shouldn't always rely on your luck. But it doesn't hurt to give it a shot. At least not most of the time. You've seen so much of the world, Irma. I did my best. As it turned out, my favorite place wasn't all that far away. How about you? What about me? Where's your favorite place? I don't know yet. That's alright. You'll figure it out eventually. But you still got some work to do unless I'm much mistaken. Sorry? Yeah, actually. I gotta check on what's wrong with you. An eye, a drop, a brain, and a bone. Any of those work for you? Oh, they're all correct, but they were in the wrong place. Excellent. So we'll try the brain there. We will try the eye there. And then bone here. Okay. Still all correct. So there we go. That's another A. That's good. Your fever has gone down a bit, but some of the symptoms are more severe than they were a few days ago. Should I be worried? We'll manage it. I'm going to talk to the senior physician. Thank you. I guess I'm going to be missing the hibernation festival this year. I'm sorry, Irma. I was hoping we'd have you back on your feet by then, but this inflammation's proving stubborn. That's okay. I've seen plenty hibernation festivals in my life. One more or less won't make a difference. You'll be going though, I hope. Yeah, I have night shift tomorrow. I'll check out the festival beforehand. That's good. Is it your first hibernation festival? Yep. Wow. Hope you can enjoy it to its fullest. May I be so bold as to ask a favor of you? Of course. My son, Giuliano, he's always so busy on the day of the festival. I was wondering if you could bring me a hazelnut candle? Porcupine's Hibernation Festival is the only place you can get them. You'll be making an old lady very happy. If I find one, I'll be sure to pick it up for you. I promise. Thank you very much. I'm tired and you must have a lot to do. Have fun tomorrow, Finley. I'll see you afterwards. Get some rest, Irma. Hi, Lohi. You're getting impatient, huh? I'm sorry this has put more work on your plate, too. Don't worry about it, Finley. At least I'm getting my steps in. We'll get through it. Okay, let's see. Low heat, not now. How did it go today? Not bad, it's been pretty quiet, luckily. Could be because of the Hibernation Festival. How do you mean? The Hibernation Festival is tomorrow. You know that, right? What does that have to do with the ward? Can't explain it exactly, but the Hibernation Festival is important to the people of Porcupine. It reassures them, gives them strength. Some see it as the most important day of the year. Okay, that's it, Lohi. You being evicted from the office. You do not get to be here when you're being like this. No more office time for you. Bye-bye, Lohi. You're okay, Costa. You can stay if you want. Or you can leave. Some see it as the most important day of the year. And every year, you can see it in the condition of our patients. At this time of year, they somehow seem less sick. Wow, must be a really important festival. Already heard so much about it from everyone. You're on the night shift tomorrow. Go and check it out. You might like it. I'll stop by before work. Are you going too? No, I'm afraid I don't have the time. Also, I don't want to. Just do me a favor and don't get into any trouble, okay? Looking good, Finley. Thank you for putting in the work during this difficult time. Rest assured that your efforts has been noted. Happy Hibernation Festival for tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening? That's right, I'll be on the night shift too. So get some rest, make sure you're nice and fresh for tomorrow. Is there anything else you need today? Can you check on Irma? You mean Mrs. DeCalma? I'm keeping an eye on her readings, and I'm going to check on her again later. Have a good evening, and do try to avoid any major accidents. I'm sure you'll find plenty of opportunity between now and tomorrow night. Let me just check. He's the chief of medicine. It's the senior resident. I said I would check with the chief physician. She's the intern nurse. No, I guess it is her. Okay, let's head back downstairs. Can I go and talk to the chief medical officer? No, I cannot. Have a great evening. You too. Stay much longer today? A little while, yeah. Well, I hope you can wrap up soon. See you at the Hibernation Festival tomorrow? Couldn't imagine anything more beautiful. Truly, it would be a dream come true. But looking at this new shift, Rhoda, I guess you'll have to manage without me. Too bad. Hope you have a good day anyway. You too, kiddo. Oh. Rudy, what are you doing down here? I'm waiting for my ride, but I wanted to get a snack for Ollie before I go. He said he wanted something chocolatey. But the candy in the vending machine looks real gross. Tell me about it. There's a good chance it will just eat your money without giving you any food too. Really? What a ripoff. Where can I get something sweet now? Check out the second floor. That's where the executive floor is. They have their very own snack vending machine there. With only the sweetest, most chocolatey delights. Well, really? Gotta see that. Thanks for the tip, Doc. If you can get in there, you're welcome to it. Hey, Finley. Rough day, huh? I thought I told you you were evicted. How did you sneak back inside? Security is getting way too lax here. You can say that again. You feel like coming over and cooking with me tonight? Sorry, I said I'd meet up with Carl. Okay, maybe another time. Take care, Finley. I would have loved to, but I'm hitting the grocery store with Carl. Let's see. I think this was the best way to get to the grocery store. Though I really should spend some time with Mia as well. I have twice now chosen Carl over her. I'm feeling slightly bad about it. I mean, it's Carl. He's a lovable sheep. Okay, so I have to remember to get candles. That's tomorrow. And now I just need to find the grocery store. Carl! Didn't recognize you at first. What's with the hat? Shh, not so loud. I'm incognito. Okay, why? The supermarket's new stock comes in tomorrow morning. So, what does that mean? You're just in time. Oh, Carl, I didn't realize things were that bad. I can lend you money, you know. Save it for charity. There's so much stuff in this dumpster that's just been thrown away. Is that legal? Yes, I see. Don't be so squeamish. You wanted to help, didn't you? Yeah, but I'm not going into the dumpster. This is my only good jacket. Don't worry, you don't have to get your hands dirty. I just need you to distract people while I go dig for the good stuff. And seeing as you mentioned the hat, I brought one for you too. We're a team after all. Oh, really? serious? Really, Carl? I don't think we... I like the homeless friend, Blobber. I do not want to give him this hat. This is not the hat I would give anyone I cared about. What? It looks awesome. Besides, you need to draw the attention away from me. And how do I do that? How should I know? You're full of hidden talents, aren't you? Just jump around in front of people. That should do the trick. Oh, man. Okay, dumpster diving. We all know you're a natural entertainer. Distract people from what Carl's up to by dancing in front of them. Each person will show you what dance they want to see. Press and hold the button for the right dance to make the person happy. Some people will want to see more than one dance. If you're too slow, the person you're dancing for will get angry. Don't let this happen too often. Okay. What? You want to see A? Sure. But I am pressing A. Want to see a dance? You want to see a dance? You want to see A? I'm doing A. I am holding it. Huh, well that was a bust. Is the bird a word yet? Not now, Nemoblob. We just elderly failed at dumpster diving help. Stuff isn't good, but it's better than nothing. So, now you're going to eat all that? Finley, this isn't for me. We got 2 orders for tonight. One's on the high street, the other's over by the old tunnel. Your neck of the woods, more or less. Let's get them delivered quickly. It's pretty frosty out here. What about the hat? What about it? Can I take it off now? No, we're not done yet. That's your delivery hat. You need it so people recognize us. All right. Look, Carl is going through some rough times now, so we're being a supportive friend by joining him. Our friend got into a fight and got told to take leave for a few days. So he asked if we wanted to meet him at the supermarket and go dumpster diving. So we did. Hey Ruben, glad I ran into you. Why are you still outside? It's starting to get colder. Leave me alone, you big lug. What are you two loitering around here for? And what's with the ridiculous disguises? I've been wondering the same thing. Hey, is that any way to greet young, motivated delivery guys? Bah! Got a bag of food for you. You can keep it. Don't need your grub. Come on, you old geezer. I know you can use it. You need healthy food, and lots of it. Winter's coming, and your immune system isn't what it used to be. It's even a pack of prunes. I know how much you love those. Alright, give it here. There we go. Bon appetit. I'll try to bring you some more next week, okay? Yeah. Let's keep moving, Finley. We got one more order. So we dumpster diving to give to the elderly. Where was the other person? Does it say on our little... No, this is just for that. Really wish like there was a way to double check where he said that we needed to do this delivery. I just remember him saying it was in my neck of the woods, so maybe it's for our homeless friend? No one here though. This is usually where we find them. Outside the house. Oh, there you are. Alfio, my good man. My delivery helper and I have got something for you. Thanks, guys. It's really nice of you, even if there's not quite as much as last time. Sorry, Alfio, we had a little trouble getting our hands on the goods. That's okay, I'll just have to ration it a bit. Probably throw away the moldy tangerine though. Thanks again. Hope I'm still on the list for the next delivery. Sure, buddy. Then we'll get you the real good stuff again, I promise. But remember that you need to go back to the hospital, okay? Oh, ain't nothing wrong with me, I'm fit as a fiddle. I know about your leg, Alfio. Please promise me that you'll get yourself checked up. Will you stop bringing me food if I don't? Of course not. It's all yours. Just think about it, okay? Okay. Alright, buddy. You take care of yourself, okay? Finley? We're done for the day. Off to bed. Good job. Take care, Alfio. See you around. Sleep tight, you two. Cool hats, by the way. Do you want it? I'll give you the hat, Alfio. If I could, I'd give you the hat, since you apparently like it. Oh, if only I'd been able to do the dance mini game, we could have gotten him more and better food. Who knew my dancing skills would be able to feed people? Alfio's right. What do you mean? That we look good in these hats? Told you so. Just have a hat face. No, about you. You really are a good guy. Oh, get out of here. Only help out when someone can't afford a crumb to eat. It's no big deal. All the same, I kinda enjoyed it too. That's great. Still, I'd say you need a little more practice yet. You ever thought about dance school? Not until now, but maybe I will. Heading off. Want to be fresh for tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. The Hibernation Festival? The Hibernation Festival. See you there, I'm hoping. Of course. Not going to miss my first Hibernation Festival. I'm on night shift though, so I can't stay that long. No worries, we'll make the best of it. See you tomorrow. You make a great delivery assistant, Finley. We should definitely do this again sometimes. Sleep tight. We should. I just gotta get better at this minigame. Wow, I haven't slept that well in ages. Guess my body needed it. No crazy dreams, no thunderstorm. Just sleep. Never had visitors before. Finley! Happy Hibernation Festival! Thank you, same to you. Oh man, I'm already super excited. And I'm way behind my preparations too. Things have been really intense this year. What did you have to do? What do you think? I'm responsible for all the exquisite decorations, of course. You'll love it, they're so beautiful. It's just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pick you up. Something else I want to show you. Then we can head to the town square together. Sounds good. Yes. Can't wait. Well, you're gonna have to wait. Because I think I'm gonna save the Hibernation Festival for next week and start off there. Then we can start off with the festival. And hopefully we can also find Alfie some more food. Thank you though to everyone who stopped by, I greatly appreciate it. My next stream will be on Sunday, when I will be playing Motosolo, a Korean FMV game / interactive movie about a man trying to help a couple go on a date because he sees them on a blind date or something at a cafe. It seems awkward and weird and very much my sort of thing. So I'm looking forward to that, and I have a bunch of demos lined up for Monday, probably more than I can fit, so it's also looking to be a good demo Monday this next week. So until next time, enjoy your weekend and goodbye. Now though, who can I send you all along to? Let's see. Who is up and about and doing things? Let's see. Is Young still streaming? Darking is still streaming Starfield. So let's go and see how that goes.